This skin makes you impossible to see, and this pickaxe did 86 damage per swing. Today, we're looking at 100 items pros use, starting with Mercenary Core. Released this season, Mercenary Core is a remix of one of the most popular Battle Pass skins of all time. With her clean design and slim character model, it's no shock to see pros and sweats are rocking this one. It has a super tryhard look, wearing an intimidating mask and rocking black clothing, and this outfit fits the vibe of Chapter 6 perfectly. But we can't talk about Mercenary Core without talking about the original. Core was a part of the Chapter 2 Season 8 Battle Pass, and although it wasn't very popular when it first released, a ton of pros ended up using this outfit in tournaments over the years, and it's become one of the sweatiest skins in the game. Now, we know pro players usually avoid using male outfits, but the next skin is one of the exceptions. With a slimmer design, Psycho Bandit became a favorite, especially for pros like Mongrel. But there was just one problem. For years, Psycho Bandit was one of the rarest skins in the game, so if you missed out on picking it up in Chapter 1, you were out of luck. That was until recently though, because Psycho Bandit finally made its return to the item shop, and once Fortnite brought it back, a ton of players picked it up. It's since become one of the most used outfits, especially in modes like Ranked, and it's a must-have in many pros' lockers. Another gaming legend pros use is Lara Croft. You'll almost always see someone rocking Lara Croft in ranked mode or tournaments, and because of that, she's easily one of the most tryhard skins of all time. Pros love this outfit for its simple design, 3 edit styles, and gaming legend status, and since she was locked behind the battle pass of one of Fortnite's most unpopular seasons, only the most dedicated players have her. If you missed out on unlocking her through the battle pass, Fortnite has made a new version for the shop, but the original is still the most tryhard. But the next item pros use wasn't a skin, but instead an emote, Stake Your Claim. You actually have to be good at the game to use this emote, because you can't just use it whenever you want. Stake Your Claim can only be used after getting a victory royale, and this is one of the best ways to flex getting the W. It's not the only emote you can use to show off your victory royales though, because next we have Crowning Achievement. This emote shows the amount of crown royales you've gotten in a season. And let's be real, pros are getting more than the average player, and this is one of the best ways to flex your wins. Next up, we have Dummy. If you look at his body, his waist is slimmer than most skins in the game, and although it probably doesn't technically change your hitbox, it still makes it harder to know where to shoot. Because of this, it's become one of the sweatiest skins in the game. Considering pros use Dummy, it's not a surprise they use his pickaxe Noggin as well. Pros love this pickaxe for being simplistic and having a very smooth and satisfying swinging animation. Most importantly, at only 500 V-Bucks, it has 2 edit styles, with the second one being a stealthy carbon fiber look. But another item from Chapter 2 that pros love is Travis Scott. This is one of the most wanted skins in the game, and it hasn't been available in over 1,900 days. Pros love this outfit for its simple design and its exclusiveness, and it's become one of the most tryhard skins of all time. If you see this skin in game, just know you're probably about to face off against a skilled player. And for pros who want to use another outfit but still flex that they have Travis Scott, Cactus Jack is the perfect back bling. This back bling is super rare and looks good on almost any skin without being too distracting, and because of that, it's become a fan favorite. Considering a lot of pros use the Travis Scott outfit, it's no surprise that the Astroworld Cyclone is a hit among pros as well. This is the glider for Travis Scott, and it could only be obtained by attending Travis Scott's astronomical event back in Chapter 2 Season 2. On top of being the glider for one of the most popular collabs, it's also a surfing glider, which tends to be more popular with pros because they're harder to hit. It's not the only glider from that season that pros use, because next we have Bombs Away. This is the glider for TNTina from the Chapter 2 Season 2 Battle Pass, and this was one of Fortnite's first surfing gliders, which led to its original popularity. And it's still a hit with pros to this day. Another Battle Pass item a ton of pros use is Rocket Science. This is the rideable glider for JB Chimpanski, and although this outfit never stuck with competitive players, the glider quickly became popular with a ton of pros. But the next glider was actually pay to win, Dragacorn. When it first released, this glider was overpowered because its animation made your character move around a lot, making it extremely difficult to hit. Epic later patched it, making the character stay in one spot while the glider did a dance, but even after the patch, the dancing animation is still distracting, which is why it remains a top choice for pros. But it's not the only overpowered Marvel item, because next we have Mystique. This skin has a special ability that no other skin has, the ability to take a player's outfit by eliminating them. This means that you could use literally any rare skin in the game just by eliminating a player wearing it. But the reason this outfit is overpowered is because the built-in emote can be used against NPCs as well, allowing you to pretend to be a henchman or boss for easy eliminations. It's not the only item you could use to trick people, because in Chapter 3, players were hyped when Fortnite added the Dragon Ball Z crossover, including the Nimbus Cloud glider, but there was an issue. The glider looks identical to the Nimbus Cloud Mythic, and that caused total confusion in game, making enemies think you had this glider in an advantage. Another collab item pros love is the Harley Hitter. Unlike some flashy and oversized pickaxes, Harley Hitter has a super compact design, so it won't block your screen while building or editing. Plus, the swinging animation just feels smoother. Whether that's placebo or not, pros swear by it. On top of all that, this was one of Fortnite's earliest crossover pickaxes, being added back in Chapter 2 Season 1 for 800 V-Bucks in the item shop. It's not the only pickaxe in the DC series that's commonly used by pro players, because next we have Catwoman's Grappling Claw. This item could be obtained either in the item shop for 800 V-Bucks or by redeeming a code from the Batman Fortnite 0 Point comics. It instantly became popular with pros because it was rumored this pickaxe had zero delay. It's debatable whether or not this is actually true, but it does have a simplistic design and no effects that would slow down your game, and years after its release, it's still one of the most try-hard pickaxes. Of course, we can't talk about the Grappling Claw without talking about the Catwoman outfit. The comic book version of Catwoman quickly became popular with pros for being one of the most minimalist superheroes in the game, and its black suit makes it really hard to see in shadows. Because Fortnite recently brought the DC collabs back to the shop, these items are a lot more common in ranked mode and tournaments. We also have tryhard items from Marvel, like the Widow's Bite. This was the official pickaxe for Black Widow, and although it was gone for years, when it finally returned during Fortnite OG, pros were quick to grab it. At 800 V-Bucks, it's easily the most popular pickaxe in the Marvel series, and it's a favorite among competitive players for its clean design. Another item you'll probably notice the tryhards rocking in tournaments is Haley Sky. This outfit was added as a part of this season's Battle Pass, and quickly became one of the most tryhard skins of the season. Now, we can't forget about Cold Snap, because this is definitely a favorite among pros. It sports a clean and frosty design, and like most pickaxes on this list, it doesn't have any crazy effects that would draw attention or slow down your game. Although it's popular with pros, it's not something you're gonna see every game, but it's certainly a pickaxe that'll make you stand out. A pickaxe that once made you stand out like no other is the Axe of Champions 2.0. Originally, this was an exclusive reward for FNCS winners, making it one of the rarest items in the game, so when Fortnite brought it back to the item shop, players were shocked to say the least. Now available for 1200 V-Bucks, it's become a favorite among pros, not just for its clean design, but for its legacy in competitive Fortnite. And for those who actually earned it in the past, it's only fitting they'd still rock it in game. Fortnite didn't bring back the Axe of Champions without a plan, because after bringing it back, Fortnite introduced a new pickaxe for FNCS winners, the Blade of Champions. This pickaxe is now the biggest flex out of any item in the game, and you can bet any pros who end up obtaining it will definitely be using it. But there is another version of the Axe of Champions we may see coming back. At Fortnite's most recent Pro AM event, they gave out codes for the OG Axe of Champions, so it seems like we may see this pickaxe make a return. And if it does, you'll probably see this pickaxe used by pros all the time. But lately, Fortnite has been switching it up with the competitive rewards they've been adding, bringing items that show off your rank, with the first being Odyssey. but to get the edit styles, you had to get the corresponding ranks in ranked mode, with the rarest obviously being the Unreal style. The next season in Fortnite Wrecked, we saw the addition of Drakensteel Rider with the same style options. This skin could be picked up in the shop for 1500 V-Bucks, and just like Odyssey, the styles could be unlocked as rewards for your rank in Chapter 5 Season 3. But we haven't just gotten skins as competitive rewards, because we've also gotten back blings, pickaxes, and gliders, like Apex Predator, Galactic Ranker, and the competitor's Timebrella. And it's not the only challenge reward used by pros, because next we have Gold Token and One Shot. These items could be obtained by completing Wix bounty challenges, and they're some of the cleanest free rewards we've ever gotten. The Gold Token is the perfect match for any gold outfit, while One Shot is one of the stealthiest gliders in the game. Sadly, these haven't been available since Chapter 1 Season 9, but hopefully someday the Wix bounty LTM and challenges will make a return. While One Shot is known for its stealthy look, holographic is even harder to see. This umbrella is mostly clear with a glowing blue outline, making this the hardest umbrella to see during the daytime as the blue blends with the sky. Holographic was the free winner's umbrella from Season 9, so hopefully you got it when it was available, because it's probably gone forever. Another umbrella a lot of pros use is Snowflake. Snowflake is made by pros for its clean design, and the fact that it hasn't been available since Chapter 1 Season 2, making it the rarest umbrella. But the next item pros use was a part of the Fortnite Remix Pass, the Air Jordan 1s. These are some of the best kicks in the game, and because pro players usually like to have the cleanest skins and pickaxes, they usually don't want to waste their V-Bucks on something like kicks. For that reason, you'll see a ton of pros rocking the Air Jordan 1s. Another Battle Pass reward a ton of pros use is the Black Knight Shield. This is a subtle way to show off you're an OG player, while still rocking one of your favorite outfits, and it matches with basically any skin in the game. Because this back bling is such a flex, a ton of pros use it. But the most tryhard back bling has to be Rainbow Clover. This back bling was popularized by Mongrel, but over the years a ton of players have used this one. Rainbow Clover is kind of expensive though, because you could only obtain it by purchasing the Lucky Rider skin for 1500 V-Bucks. And let's be real, nobody's buying it for the outfit. If you don't want to spend 1500 V-Bucks to get Rainbow Clover, you could get Sunsprout, which was in the item shop for 200 V-Bucks. It's nice to not have to spend the full price of a skin to get it, and Sunsprout matches well with a ton of different outfits. Another item you can match with almost anything is the Icebreaker. This item was released back in Season 1 and has been one of the most tryhard items in Fortnite history. This pickaxe has a clean design, matches with any skin, and has no special effects that could slow down your game, which has made it a favorite with pro players. Not to mention the fact that if you're rocking the all-black superhero outfit, this is the perfect combo. Speaking of the superhero skins, these are probably the most popular skins with pros. The reason why is because these outfits have a ton of edit styles, and some of them give you a competitive advantage, like the dark gray version that blends in with shadows, or all green to blend in with the grass. Although these were patched and can no longer go all white or all black, they're still made by a ton of pros today. But they weren't as broken as the next item, the Star Wand. This pickaxe initially gained popularity for being the most pay-to-win cosmetic ever, as it was once glitched to deal 56 damage per hit, basically turning it into a weapon. Even after the fix though, the Star Wand never lost its popularity with pros, cementing itself as one of the most tryhard pickaxes in Fortnite history. Being such a favorite among pros, it's no surprise that Fortnite made reskins, with the most popular being the Scully Scepter. This is a cheaper alternative to the Star Wand, coming in at only 500 V-Bucks, and because of its mostly white design, it matches with almost any skin in the game. It's not the only Star Wand reskin, because next we have the Fiendish Wand. It's no surprise that another Star Wand reskin is popular with pros, but the best part is this one was completely free. This pickaxe was only available through Fortnitemare's XP quest, so if you missed out on it, hopefully it makes a comeback soon. But an item that comes back all the time is Driver. This pickaxe has a clean design, satisfying swinging animation, and looks good with any skin in the game. On top of that, to get this pickaxe it would only cost you 500 V-Bucks in the item shop. If you own the driver, there's no better skin to pair it with than the Park Patroller. This golf-inspired outfit might not seem sweaty at first, but don't be fooled. Pros love it for its simple design, simple color scheme, and perfect synergy with the driver pickaxe. It's a clean, no-nonsense combo that screams tryhard every time you drop in. Another outfit that screams tryhard is Scarlet Commander. Players loved this outfit when it first released because it had a really great design for an 800 V-Bucks skin. So when Epic later added 2 more styles, it was just icing on the cake, making this great outfit even better. Another skin that was given some extra edit styles is Siren. Released in Chapter 2 Season 2, Siren is a part of the Hit Squad set and quickly became a staple among pros. Fortnite later added the Noir and Society Streetwear edit styles, giving players more options while keeping the same sweat factor. Whether they're rocking the original or one of the alternate styles, one thing's for sure, if you see a Siren in your lobby, expect them to be cracked. Considering how much pros love the original Siren skin, it's no surprise they're rocking Champion Siren too. This was an exclusive FNCS reskin of the classic Siren outfit, keeping that same sweaty and clean look, but with the added flex of the FNCS branding. On top of that, at only 800 V-Bucks, this skin is a complete steal. Maybe you could match Siren with the Spectral Spine, one of the most tryhard backblings in the game, and that's really not a surprise. Come on, this backbling looks good with basically any skin without being too distracting, and let's face it, nobody bought Cryptic for the outfit, players wanted the Spectral Spine. But the most common backbling choice among pros is no backbling at all. Skipping the backbling keeps your character model as slim as possible, reduces distractions, and makes it easier to focus on movement, aim, and building. Plus, it gives off that simple and clean look that screams tryhard. But what if I told you some pros like to use no skin as well? Yep, we're talking about the default skins. The reason is actually genius. By rocking a default outfit, pros can bait enemies into thinking they're just some casual player who's new to the game. And guess what? Players are way more likely to push you if they think you're an easy elimination. Perfect for trying to get high elimination games in pubs. So while everyone's flexing their best outfits, some pros are out here farming eliminations by pretending to be defaults. But our next item was given to players for free, the Throwback Axe. Back in Chapter 1, players didn't really use this pickaxe because, let's be honest, it kind of made you look like a noob. But once Fortnite brought back the OG cosmetics, the Throwback Axe quickly became a favorite among hardcore players. I think pros like this one because it has a more simple design compared to the pickaxes we see come to the shop today, and on top of that, it's a nostalgic throwback to the early days of Fortnite. Another OG cosmetic that's popular with competitive players is Recon Expert. For years, Recon Expert held the title of the rarest outfit in Fortnite, making it the most sought after skin in the game. But in Chapter 2, Fortnite brought it back to the item shop, and tons of players finally had the chance to pick it up. Since then, pros have started using Recon Expert not just for its iconic status, but also for its clean Chapter 1 default style design. A similar thing happened with Renegade Raider. For years, this was one of the most wanted skins in the game, and most players thought it would never return. But in OG Season 1, Fortnite did the unthinkable. They brought back the entire season shop, locked behind XP to buy, just like in Season 1, giving pros who missed out on it a chance to buy it. Now a ton of pros rock Renegade Raider for being one of the cleanest and most iconic skins. The return of the season shop also brought the Raiders Revenge. Just like Renegade Raider was one of the most wanted skins, the Raiders Revenge was one of the most wanted pickaxes. Its simple and clean design makes it the perfect combo for almost any outfit, and the fact that it's a 1500 V-Buck pickaxe makes it kind of a flex. But a pickaxe that's still rare to this day is the Leviathan Axe. This was one of Fortnite's first ever one-handed pickaxes and has some of the best animations of any in the game. On top of that, this was the pickaxe for one of the most popular Gaming Legends crossovers ever, Kratos. But because it's been gone for over 1500 days, most players don't have this one. Another Gaming Legends series pickaxe that's used in competitive is the Stun Knife. This was a part of the Metal Gear Solid crossover at the start of Chapter 5. and could be obtained through the Battle Pass. This pickaxe is perfect for a stealthy combo, but it's not the only sweaty pickaxe from that season's Battle Pass, because next we have the Scratcher. Pros like this pickaxe for being one of the most simplistic in the game, being one color, and having really no effects other than being animated. Family Guy was a crossover players waited for years, so it's no shock when this crossover was added in Chapter 5, the items from the collab quickly became very popular. But next, we have another ranked reward, but this one could be unlocked for free, Felina. This could be obtained for free by getting account levels in Chapter 5 Season 4, or it could be bought in the shop for 1500 V-Bucks. But it's not the latest ranked skin, because that's Vanguard Zadie. Because it's the most recent ranked skin, if you have the Unreal style, it shows you've been grinding the game. This is probably the best ranked skin we've gotten so far, as it's a remix of a skin a ton of pros already use. Which brings me to our next spot, Zadie. Zadie has one of the cleanest character models in the game, with 3 different styles that all avoid bright colors or bulky accessories. While keeping a low profile, this outfit still has an intimidating look, with the mask and glowing eyes, making it the perfect option for pro players. But the next item could give you a competitive advantage, the Studded Axe. The Studded Axe is the closest thing to a silent pickaxe in Fortnite. Added to the shop in Chapter 1 Season 5, to get it would only cost you 800 V-Bucks, a complete steal. It's obvious why pros use this pickaxe, because on top of being very quiet, it also has a really clean design. But the Riot Control Baton didn't have a quiet swinging animation, instead, it was completely broken. The Riot Control Baton had a bug that would make your footsteps completely silent, and pros quickly picked this up, with some pros even using it in a tournament, leading to this pickaxe being disabled. It has been fixed since then, but a lot of Fortnite's best players still use this for being a really cool one-handed pickaxe, and it will be remembered for being pay to win. The same thing happened when Fortnite added Cobalt Snowfoot. Just like the Riot Control Baton, this skin had no footstep audio. Some pros caught on and started using it, and let's just say their opponents never heard them coming. It gave an unfair advantage for a while, especially in competitive modes where audio is everything. Epic eventually patched it, but for a short time, Cobalt Snowfoot was basically a stealth skin. Another item pros love for its exclusivity is the Merry Mint. This pickaxe could only be obtained through a GameStop promotion back in Chapter 2 Season 1, and it's never been sold in the shop. Considering it's a rare version of one of the sweatiest pickaxes in the game, it's no surprise pros use this one. Which brings us to our next spot, the Candy Axe. Candy Axe is one of the most iconic pickaxes in the game, and it's been one of the most tryhards since its release in Season 2. This pickaxe matches perfectly with any Christmas skin or really anything in red or white. If you own it, you could pair it with the holiday pajama skins. These outfits became an instant hit, only costing 800 V-Bucks while offering 4 different edit styles, making it super easy to mix and match with a ton of pickaxes. On top of that, their clean and simple design is perfect for pros. But before the holiday pajama skins, we had Nogops. This was the original tryhard Christmas skin. Clean, simple, and instantly recognizable. Skilled players have been using it for years, especially around the holidays, and it quickly became a must-have for pros. If you see someone wearing Nogops in a match, there's a good chance they've been playing since the early days. Another skin pros have been using since Chapter 1 are the Mogul Master skins. Pros have always favored these outfits for their clean design, slim character model, and country-themed variants. Over the years, these have become one of Fortnite's most iconic sweat skins, being consistently used by high-skilled players. But if we're talking about OG tryhard outfits, you can't forget about the Black Knight. This has been the ultimate flex since back in Chapter 1. It was the tier 70 reward from the Season 2 Battle Pass, which means not only did you have to be playing early, you had to grind to unlock it. Pros and longtime players still use Black Knight to show they've been around since the beginning. It's intimidating, iconic, and it's still one of the most respected skins in the game. But another max tier skin that pros love is Midas. The reason Midas is so popular with the pros is because he was the featured skin from one of the most popular seasons of all time. This outfit
has a very clean design, especially the gold variant, and it can go well with a ton of gold combos. Midas is one of the most try-hard male characters in the game, and since its release, we've seen a ton of item shop variations of this outfit, but nothing beats the classic. Speaking of the classics, next we have the OG soccer skins. These outfits are still run by some pros today for the reputation of being the classic tryhard skins, but what made them so tryhard to begin with? Well, back when the soccer skins released, they were by far the most customizable skins in the game, being able to change the numbers and the color schemes, and because of this, players bought these to use with different combos. These items quickly gained tryhard status in the Fortnite community, and when you would see a soccer skin back in Chapter 1, you knew it was a risky fight. A newer outfit that is known for its customization is Caper. Released in Chapter 4 Season 4 for only 1200 V-Bucks, this outfit quickly became popular with the pros for having so many different ways of customization. Caper was released with styles for the skin tones, headgear, colorways, and the ability to apply sprays, making it one of the most flexible outfits in the game. Because of its clean design and many options for combos, it's become one of the most popular skins in the Fortnite competitive community.
If you decide to use Caper, you could pair it with our next item, the Crowbar. Not all pros are huge skin collectors, and this pickaxe was given away for completely free. Unfortunately, if you missed out on it, it hasn't been available since Chapter 1 Season 8, but Fortnite has brought back challenge rewards in the past, so maybe it could come back someday. Thankfully, this pickaxe has a ton of awesome reskins you can pick up in the shop, like Gold Crow, Vault Guardian, and the Bold Bar. Another pickaxe from Chapter 1 that pros use to this day is Reaper. The Reaper pickaxe may sound loud, but it's one of the most satisfying pickaxes in the game, and it has by far one of the cleanest designs. Reaper could be bought for 800 V-Bucks in the shop, and it returns every year for Fortnitemares. It's one of Fortnite's most iconic pickaxes, being released back in Season 1, and this one will probably always be a fan favorite. But it's not the only Halloween item in this video, because next we have Trixie.
Trixie is a Halloween skin that was released during Fortnitemares 2021, and players love this outfit because it was clean and very customizable, allowing you to mix and match with a ton of different combos. On top of that, this outfit uses a mask with styles based on Fortnite's most popular skins like Drift, Fish Stick, and Wildcard. Because Trixie has a ton of different color options, you can make it blend in with different environments, and over time, this has become one of Fortnite's sweatiest outfits.
But a crossover Fortnite recently added that some pros have picked up is Jake the Dog. Just looking at the outfit, it doesn't seem like the type of skin pro players would use, but because his legs are so long and his arms and legs are both really thin, some believe this skin can be harder to hit. But if you thought Jake the Dog was hard to hit, the Winter Whirly takes it to another level. This thing actually increases your field of view, making it easier to spot enemies while gliding in. And because it's so big and constantly moving, it can actually make you harder to shoot. It's annoying to try to shoot down this glider, and that's exactly why some pros love using it. Another skin that's become surprisingly popular among pro players is Lyric from the Coachella set. She's got a slim model, clean animations, and no flashy effects, making her perfect for comp. Plus, with selectable styles and low visual noise, Lyric gives pros customization without distraction. Considering Lyric's popularity, it wasn't a shock when Desert Dawn Lyric was instantly a hit. Whether it's in a tournament or just ranked mode, there's a pretty good chance you'll see one of these outfits in game. Another remix skin that found its way into pro lobbies is FNCS Dummy. It's popular for all the same reasons as the original Dummy: slim hitbox, smooth movement, and barely any visual clutter. But being an FNCS remix with a cooler color scheme, it feels like a competitive upgrade of an already sweaty skin. But next, we have an emote that's used by pros to be toxic. Laugh it up. If you're wondering how this emote can be used to troll after an elimination, just listen to its sound. The same can be said for Take the L. Let's be real, this is one of the best ways to troll your opponent, and because it hasn't been available since Season 3, it's also a flex for being super rare. But the next item is loved by pros for its simplicity: Simple Sledge.
This pickaxe is an Easter egg to the John Wick movie where he uses a sledgehammer to break through the floor. Coming in at only 500 V-Bucks in the item shop, the Simple Sledge is a really clean, minimalist pickaxe. On top of that, it came in the bundle for one of Fortnite's most iconic crossovers, and for those reasons, pros have been using it for years.
It's not the only item from the John Wick collab pros use, because next we have the Boogeyman wrap. This wrap is one of the cleanest, and because it's all black, it's one of the stealthiest in the game, and if you're trying to make a combo that's hard to see, it's the perfect wrap to use.
When Fortnite brought back John Wick and the Simple Sledge, they also introduced a new pickaxe, Wick's Katana. Katanas tend to be considered some of the sweatiest pickaxes, and if you want to grab Wick's Katana, you could get it in the shop for 500 V-Bucks. Alternatively, you could get both Wick's Katana and Simple Sledge in the John Wick bundle for 2,400 V-Bucks if it makes a return to the shop. Speaking of katanas pros use, next we have Michonne's Katana. This pickaxe has a really cool design, but it was kind of pricey because you had to buy it either with the skin for 1,800 V-Bucks or in the Survivors and Arms bundle for 2,500 V-Bucks. Sadly, this pickaxe hasn't returned in a while as it's been gone for over 395 days. Michonne's Katana has a really clean and simple design, and it's probably the most popular katana with pros ever.
Another crossover skin pros love is Chani. This outfit has a very simplistic design and was a collaboration with Dune, using Zendaya's likeness. On top of that, the combination of her dark hair and clothing makes Chani super difficult to see, giving players a subtle advantage by using this outfit. For these reasons, this outfit quickly gained popularity with pros like Booga, but for a while, this outfit was pretty rare, being gone for over 1,000 days. So of course, when Fortnite finally brought it back, pros that missed out on it were quick to pick it up. Next up, we have one of the most tryhard Marvel skins in the game, Emma Frost.
Emma Frost was a part of the Marvel Battle Pass in Chapter 5 Season 4, but if you missed out on this Battle Pass, don't worry, because this pass was the first ever that can return in the future. Although it'll be a while because the items can't come back until 18 months after the season ended, we could see Emma Frost return in the shop someday. Emma Frost is one of the most clean outfits we've seen added to Fortnite in years, especially the diamond edit style.
Another Marvel series favorite is the Suit Surfer. This glider is made by a lot of pros because it's one of the coolest surfing gliders in the game, offering a very clean design and being one of the thinnest gliders. On top of that, it could be obtained in a bundle with LeBeau's bow, making it even more desirable for those looking to complete the set. But the next item is liked by keyboard and mouse players, Clixie Keys. Because it's an Icon series backbling for one of the best pros, Clix, it's become super popular. Another Icon series item you may see some pros using is Axo.
This is the pickaxe for a first ever Fortnite Festival icon, The Weeknd. The Axo became popular with tryhard players because its design is super simple and it matches with pretty much any skin in the game because it's all black. All of this can also be said for the Platinum Axo, which is basically the same thing in a different color. Moving on to an older pickaxe pros use, next we have the Spectral Axe. The Spectral Axe released as a rare pickaxe, meaning it cost 800 V-Bucks and it was really just a simple pickaxe with a dynamic color shifting design. The Spectral Axe has come back a lot throughout the years and I see this pickaxe in ranked mode all the time.
Another skin you'll see in ranked all the time is Polo Prodigy. This outfit has become a favorite thanks to its clean winter design, but with the added bonus of being a collab with a major clothing brand. If you missed out on picking this one up, the bad news is it hasn't returned in over 570 days, and it's slowly becoming a rare sight in game. It's unclear why this outfit has been gone for so long, but one thing's for sure, there's a ton of players waiting for their chance to add this one to their locker.
An outfit that pros use that a lot of players forget about is the Sandshark Driver. This outfit was released as an uncommon skin and only cost 800 V-Bucks. I'm not gonna lie, I was kinda surprised when I saw pros start maining this outfit, but I guess it does have a really unique color scheme and it's cool that you can take the helmet on and off. I would assume pros probably started using this one because it used to be pretty uncommon to see in game and it does have a fairly sleek and simple design.
But the next outfit is one of the most iconic competitive skins, Sparkplug. This outfit was popularized in the competitive community by Clix, and since then we've seen many reskins, with Clix bringing another with his Icon collaboration called Sparks. Next up, we have one of the perfect outfits to run in duos, Echo. This outfit was originally released with two styles, each being inverted versions of each other, with the skin later receiving two more additional styles. Because it's the perfect skin for duos, its sharp design, 1200 V-Buck cost, and its ease to match with combos, this is one of the most popular outfits with pros. But an outfit that's popular with pro players on controller is Focus.
This outfit released back in Chapter 1 Season 9 and was only 1200 V-Bucks, and players quickly started using this outfit for its unique color scheme and futuristic visor. Focus has the reputation of being made by some of the best controller players in the world, and it's been used by a ton of pros throughout the years. Another outfit a ton of pros have used the past few years is ISO. Released back in Chapter 2 Season 5, ISO quickly became a favorite among pros for its unique design, something you don't see often in other Fortnite skins. The pattern on this outfit almost gives off a stereotypical wall hack vibe, and her design is similar to the Pulse outfit but with thinner lines, making it harder to spot from a distance.
Another super unique outfit is Serenade.
This outfit has become one of the most tryhard skins in the game, and for good reason. It's a complete steal at just 1200 V-Bucks for such a detailed and well-designed skin. Even though it's not as popular as some of the other skins, Serenade is quickly gaining traction among pros who want to rock something unique while still staying competitive. Another item a lot of pros use is the Coral Cruiser. At first glance, it might not seem like a sweaty choice, but its lightweight design and minimal distractions make it a solid pick, even making it into Benji Fishy's locker bundle. After the Coral Cruiser, another item that's popular in competitive play is Surf Witch. This outfit stands out with its clean design, and it's a perfect match for the Star Wand, which is already a favorite among pros. Because of this, it's no surprise this skin is often seen in competitive lobbies, but you won't see it as much as Aura. This is by far the most commonly used skin with pros. This outfit was picked up by pros originally for being one of the cleanest skins in the game, and Fortnite later gave it 2 more additional styles, making it even better.
But that was 100 items pros use in Fortnite, and if you enjoyed this video, you'll probably like the video on screen now, and I'll see you there.